Karnataka government has moved the Supreme Court challenging the acquittal of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalithaa in DA case. It has termed the Karnataka High Court judgment as illegal. It said before the apex court that Jayalalithaa was wrongly found innocent in a corruption case. Jayalalithaa returned to office as Chief Minister in May after she was found not guilty of amassing wealth that could not be accounted for by her declared source of income during her first term. Sister Nirmala Joshi, who succeeded Mother Teresa as the head of the Missionaries of Charity founded by the Nobel laureate, died in Kolkata this morning. On 13th March 1997, 6 months before Mother Teresa's death, Sister Nirmala was selected the Superior General of the Missionaries of Charity. Prime Minister has expressed deepest condolences to the Missionaries of Charity family on the passing away of Sister Nirmala. 9 more Central Industrial Security Force (CISF) personnel have surrendered in connection with the June 10 violent incidents which claimed the life of a CISF Jawan at Karipur Airport in Kozhikode. The judicial magistrate has sent them to 14-day judicial custody. In Uttar Pradesh, police and cyber cells team jointly exposed the gang in Agra who used to do fraud with the bank account holders through internet banking. 3 members of this gang were arrested from Gurgaon who used to operate the whole racket from Delhi. Police said they were doing the fraud for last 2 years. Government has proposed income tax benefits for people making payments through credit or debit cards and doing away with transaction charges on purchase of petrol, gas and rail tickets with plastic money. In a draft paper for moving towards cashless economy and reduced tax avoidance, the government also proposed to make it mandatory to settle high-value transactions of more than 1 lakh rupees through electronic mode. The retirement fund body EPFO has notified an order to make activation of universal account number mandatory for all employers. This move will benefit crores of private sector employees. Now an employee will have the same PF account number even though he may keep on changing jobs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for each school in the country to plan its own targets which it aims to achieve by 2022, India's 75th year of independence. Reviewing the progress of the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan at a high-level meeting, the Prime Minister reiterated his suggestion for Swachh Bharat Swachh Vidyalaya competitions among schools. In a new twist to the case of setting ablaze Uttar Pradesh journalists alive, forensic team has said that the journalist Jagendra Singh had immolated himself. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has announced financial assistance of 30 lakh rupees to the scribe's family. Yesterday, Supreme Court had issued notice to the centre and the Uttar Pradesh government after hearing a public interest litigation which sought an impartial and fair probe by the CBI into the killing of the scribe. After making a slow progress, the southwest monsoon has advanced rapidly and is likely to hit almost the entire North India, including Delhi and the National Capital Region in the next 2-3 days. The Met Department has said monsoon will also advance to Bihar, Jharkhand, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh and parts of Madhya Pradesh during that time. Belying predictions, the country has received 21% more rainfall than normal for this time of the year. An intense heatwave sweeping across Pakistan's southern Sindh province has killed around 400 people in Karachi. The heatwave has caused havoc and triggered an emergency situation in major hospitals of the province. The Sindh government has imposed a state of emergency at all hospitals, cancelling leave of doctors and other medical staff and is increasing stocks of medical supplies. In Nigeria, 30 people were killed when 2 girls blew themselves up near a crowded mosque in northeast of the country. It is the 4th suicide bombing this month in Maiduguri, which is the birthplace of the Boko Haram extremist group. Boko Haram has kidnapped hundreds of girls and women, and the number of female suicide bombers has raised fears that it is using the captives in its campaign. The United States has said that it would contribute special operation forces, intelligence and other high-end military assets to a new NATO rapid response force that aims in part to deter any future actions by Russia. US Defense Secretary Ashton Carter made the announcement during a trip to Germany where he delivered an address accusing Moscow of trying to recreate a Soviet-era sphere of influence. Greece Economy Minister has spelled out the terms of new proposals to end deadlock on its debt crisis amid hopes a deal can now be struck this week. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said new proposals offered by Greece constituted some progress, but she said more work was needed and time is short. Greece must pay 1.6 billion euro to International Monetary Fund loan by the end of the month. If it fails to do so, it risks crashing out of the single currency. India's tour of Zimbabwe, which was scheduled for July, has been called off by the BCCI due to broadcast issues between the board and 10 Sports, as well as to give players much needed rest. It was reported earlier that a cloud of uncertainty prevailed over India's forthcoming tour of Zimbabwe next month, with the country's cricket board saying that the series could be postponed to next year. After winning the first match in the Hockey World League semi-final 2015, the India's men team is looking to register their second win against Poland at Antwerp in Belgium today. Both the teams will compete against each other to earn full points from the match.